Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, we certainly are. We're going beyond the range of strange, where what was the next line? Going beyond the range of strange, where the something, whatever. Hello, Mud Rabbit. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Yes, a big day today. I didn't get to see the little one, but maybe in the next few days I will. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to share this on out while I try to remember my cut line here. I have it written down somewhere. Anyway, it's superfluous, isn't it? So I'm going to share this out to my Facebook page. How does that sound? So good to see Red Pill back again. You know, I really, you really miss him when he's gone, you know? You know what I'm saying? We are live. Call in. Yes, call in. I love that Red Pill does call-ins, and tonight when I called in on Red Pill, I originally had like a little mustache I made really quick, a fake mustache, because he wanted new callers to come. So I thought, oh, I'd be Erando Moriando, but I decided to not go with that. That was too ridiculous. So there you go, and there you have it. Hey, Abby and Color Fab, glad to see you here. Well, I hope you're all having a grand time. We're going to talk about some very interesting things and a couple funny things too. Hopefully they will appear as funny. Okay. And yes. Oh, all my paperwork. All right, here it is. Okay, we're going beyond the range of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So, thank you for the congratulations. Oh, you saw the mustache? Yeah, I thought, well, it didn't look that good. I couldn't see it until he was live with me. And I thought, oh, it doesn't look good. I didn't want to talk in a accent the whole time, so I scrapped it. Yeah, Grandpa for the second time. I wonder if I have that photo. I wonder if they would be upset if I showed that photo. Well, let me see if I did take that. It would be on the desktop here, and not seeing it. Not seeing it. So I'll get that for the next show all ready for you there. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check here. No. Nope. Nope. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. But, friends, don't worry. Hello, Catherine. An Operation Shutdown, Abby, and Color Fab. Yeah, it's shaking pretty good. It's shaking pretty good. Let's see here. Well, let's get this thing rolling here, shall we? We have a couple things to go over here. All right. Friends, let's see. What do we have here? You know, there was a photograph that took down 4chan a while back. And it was allegedly a picture, or one of a couple pictures, of an alleged alien. And here's one of them. Now, I don't know if this is just a recreation or if it's the actual photo just blurred out in certain spots. Because it looks like, okay, it's in the desert. Okay, this part right here looks like it could be a real living entity, right? Up to here. Then it gets really ultra pixelated here. Now you got clear here. It's all blurred out here. It's got big eyes. Skin, I don't know. It doesn't really look super flexible, does it? I don't know if that's real or not, but it could be. I don't know. I was going to try and sharpen it up a bit, see if that does anything. You can kind of see through it a little bit that way. Let's try to darken it up a bit and see if we can. See, there's something dark in the sky over here. Is this like ship or something? I don't know. Is it a tree? Are there trees there? I don't know. Just trying to, we'll take all of the color out. Do you think this is a real picture of an alien, folks? Have you seen this before? It's from a while back. I remember seeing it before it was all like fuzzed out and it was super clear. But I don't remember it looking exactly like this, so I don't know. Let's go reset back to normal. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's very curious though. And the other photo that was with it on the message board was this one. Let me get this where I can actually see the, I can see the chat. Oh, well, I guess I can't see it yet. Can't see the chat yet. Here's the other photo that was one of the other ones that supposedly 4chan was unable to post anything or upload anything. No one could post anything because these alien pictures, or one or both of them, were too sensitive or something. So, you know, I want to like darken this one up a bit. See what it kind of, oh, maybe not. I want to brighten it up a bit, maybe. No. It's a very strange picture, a lot of whited out parts and a lot of heavy shadows. So I'll pump up the color and see what the color does. Not much. Yeah. Oh, the dogs are whining. Yeah, again. Okay, they are, aren't they? So yeah, that's an interesting looking picture. Now, it's got all these weird anomalies on it, like the other picture. Like, is someone trying to cover parts of this up, or are they just trying to make a fake picture look more real? I don't know. Let's check out the chat and see what everyone says. Hey, Caillou Harris, how you doing? Good to see you here. The trunk looks like a pumpkin. Yeah, you're right. You were on 4chan? Mud Rabbit? Oh, that's a female? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. I'm always looking for pictures of aliens, you know. I'm always curious about trying to figure out, okay, is this a hoax or is this real? Yeah. And every once in a while, one will come around and wow, that's really something else, you know. But I got to say, a lot of the things they say are aliens, like those little teeny critters they find down in South America and Mexico. I think they might just be little desert creatures. They might not be aliens. They're humanoid looking, but they're very small. Now this guy looks like a bigger type of a fella, you know. Obviously, on his planet, they don't need shades. They got built-in shades, it looks like. First picture is female. Oh, you were there. Did you see that picture? Is that the same picture you saw, Mud Rabbit? Did you see the whole thing where before it was blurred? Because I think I did. And I think when I went to go take a screenshot, then it was gone, or it was gone or something, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's very interesting, isn't it? All right. Dun, 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 dun. I saw another one that was fuzzy. Yeah, I saw that one too. I gotta go to my other computer and try to see if I can get some of those pictures off my other computer. Oh, Operation Shutdown says, I always enjoy the photos like this you find, usually haven't seen them before. Well, thanks. Yeah, I try to, search. I might do an episode where I focus a little bit on some of the fake ones, because there's some obvious fakes that I keep seeing, and I just don't want people to think they're real because they're just sculptures. And I've worked with some really good sculptors. When I worked at Hasbro, we had like 15 or 20 sculptors, really excellent sculptors. Okay. All right, Mud Rabbit, you saw it on 4chan and saw it somewhere else, but can't remember the second place. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always doing searches for UFOs or aliens because I'm always kind of curious about that. I don't know how anyone cannot be curious about it. I think it's a cool thing to be curious about. I mean, the idea that we're not alone. Oh, by the way, speaking of being not alone, look at the shirt I wore out today. I wore this out today with my jacket, of course, but Skinny Bob, Real Alien. Yes, from the merch shop. This is my Skinny Bob shirt. And you can run around town and show everyone, look, here's a real verified alien. Footage released by Russia and are leaked from Russia and verified by Bernie Mendez, who was one of the very few people that was employed by the government, by the US government, and even by Richard Nixon himself, but more so the government and the military, because he could communicate with these extraterrestrials from a very young age, him and his uncle. So yeah, he verified, yeah, Skinny Bob's real, a real alien. And he also said that, and I think I mentioned this on Red Pill tonight, the alien autopsy from 95 or 96, that was real too. And Bernie Mendez says, oh yeah, he's seen, in his briefings, he has seen many different alien autopsies, and that is definitely one of them, and it's real. So I'd be curious to see some of the other ones. Although when it gets to the gory part, I can't watch it anymore. I just like looking at it before they start doing anything to it. Because I think it's kind of sacrilegious, if you ask me. But yeah, I don't know. I guess they have to. Oh, thank you, Mud Rabbit, for putting the merchandise. Hello, Just Josh. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll put the old, excuse me, where is it? The information for the show to call in. Well, where the heck did it go? Where's all the information? There's usually a little box here, and I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It magically appeared. Hello, Philip Oliver. Pork's on Oz. Okay. So let's see. I'll get the meeting information. All right. Join the Zoom meeting. We'll get that and the passcode. We'll put this in the chat box. Ba-dum-bum. There you go. That's one of them. And now I can't forget the One Tap Mobile because it's always a popular one for everybody here. One Tap Mobile. Is it really one tap? Or is it you got to punch the number in? Zoom said no. Well, I don't know. Then you just call one of these numbers, I guess. The mobile. Call that number. I think you can get in from your phone if you call that number. I don't know. I don't usually use my phone very much, so I'm not a phone expert. So don't quote me on it. I used to sell cell phones, but that was many, many years ago. That was, hey, Jerry. That was way back before the turn of the century. In fact, my phone was a Sony phone, and it was kind of thick, but it was a analog digital. It was both digital and analog in the early 90s. So yeah. They won't accept you. Well, why won't they accept you? I don't get it. Are you in a country that maybe won't accept from the country you're in, Josh? I don't know. I've never heard about that. Yeah, just dial it. You don't have to, yeah, just dial one of those numbers. Pick one of those numbers. You don't have to be from that town. Just pick one of those numbers, dial it, and you'll be in like Flynn. And that should work. Make sure you press the like, thumbs up button, and I'm going to do that myself. I'm going to be number 12. 12 is my lucky number. Now, when you click that thumbs up, the number you get is your lucky number. So there you go. And there you have it. So let's see here. Let me go over here and open up the little thing here so I can see when people are actually calling in and start to chat in here. Hello. And there's so much going on right now. You know, it's nice to see Red Pill back. Been watching a lot of BCP, and he's been doing some great shows, and his kids too. So I always post his shows as well. All right, it's your voice that they won't accept. Interesting. I don't know. Council of Five, greetings, Council of Five. Hey, Dark Brain, you were lucky 10. Oh, don't text and drive, Dark Brain. We need you around. Please don't text and drive. So, so 24 watching. Wow. I really appreciate it, each and every one of you that's watching right now. Thank you so much. So let's give you something to look at. All right, now this is probably something you've all seen. It's kind of interesting though. It's I can get to it. It's skeletons that they've actually found. These are the sizes of some of the skeletons that they've actually found and have been documented historically. So look at that, 36 feet tall, inches, yeah, 36 feet tall. Look at that. Here's a 6 foot person. You know, So we take that. Look at that. That's how big that guy is next to him. Doesn't even come up to his knee. Wow. Well, look at that. How do you like that? Man. Bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? There was probably less gravity back then. The Earth was probably smaller. Wouldn't you think? Could be. All right. I think we have a caller. It's Caillou Harris, our good buddy, friend of the program. All right, let's let him on in. Hello, Mr. Harris.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, not much. We're looking at some skeletons here.
Yeah, they find a lot of those giant skeletons. I heard a case that a guy found a giant skull some years ago in the early 20th century. A
Yeah,
whole skeleton, a whole gigantic, like I think it was about 36 feet or like how you have on here, or maybe a
yeah,
little bit more.
uh-huh.
And he was trying to bring it to the museum to
Sure,
sell it to the Smithsonian Museum.
sure.
They didn't want it.
Of course not.
Yeah, they told him no.
Yeah,
Yeah, they want to cover stuff like this up, but they're real, those big giants.
yeah. There's lots of giants.
They
They
found
even
some
have, they
in
even have a
Afghanistan.
they even have a football team, don't they? The Giants.
Yeah, they made a football team too.
So there you go. There are real giants. You know, my dad called the Giants football teams. He called them the Gigantics. That's what he called them.
But
But
you know, a lot of these big giants, these real ones right here, like this, a lot of them are cannibals. You
yeah,
know, they eat people. You know, I think they live in caves, but you know, the ones that are too big for caves, I don't know where would they sleep if they can't fit in caves, you know? Why we don't see so many of them, you know? They're
yeah.
that big.
I heard that museums were destroying anything that didn't agree with the timeline. You know,
Yeah,
'cause-
they don't want us to know because it's going to raise more questions and you
right,
know and of things they don't want to answer, you know?
right,
Just like they don't want us to know about extraterrestrials, but we already know better than that. They're,
right.
they're never going to admit to that stuff. They're never going.
No, you know, I tell people that don't believe in aliens. What do I tell them? I say, look, to the aliens, we are aliens. So if you don't believe in aliens, you don't believe in yourself,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, we're extraterrestrial, and and the thing about it is, what's so hard to believe that aliens are real and extraterrestrials are real? Because you know, it's like, why can't it be life on another planet? That's like saying, you know,
Mhm,
oh, like, you know, like across the ocean or on another island, there's no other humans over there.
mhm.
Of course there is. You know,
Yeah.
it's just another planet. It's just we can't get to it because it's kind of far.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's life on it. It's like having, you know, so a neighbor that lives across, you know, in another borough, you know. If you live in Manhattan, you got a neighbor that lives in a friend that lives in Staten Island. You got to cross the water just to get to them. Yeah, of course there's life on another planet. Too many planets.
Yeah. Look at
But
all the
we've
life
been
on this one planet. Look at all the multitudes of life. My goodness,
yeah.
there's like 600 different kinds of ducks. There's like thousands of different kinds of beetles. Um, you know, there's like what 3,000 kinds of beetles or something like that. Plus, you got John, Paul, George, and Ringo. I think I said that before. That's my
Yeah.
Beatles joke. But yeah, I got some more pictures of. Have you seen? Here's something pretty interesting. Um, yeah, I saw this quite a long time ago. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. Oh. Well, I guess I'll show this. This is kind of funny. Now, you know, I'm always looking on the intranet for interesting things, paranormal and whatnot, right? So I see this guy. He claims that he has a Bigfoot, right? He's got it frozen, and his dad shot it in like 1952 and has been in the freezer forever since. And here's this guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen this before.
Yeah. And if for a while I'm thinking, wow, and then I went, wait a minute, and I checked this guy out. And in the past, he did a bunch of videos where he had this kind of like he was living in this warehouse or something, and he made it out kind of like a museum, and everything in it he made. So this looks like something he made, just like the stuff that was in his museum. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah, I'm
it's
pretty sure that
hilarious.
is.
He's funny. He is hilarious. Claims he's been raped by Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and he's just hilarious. If you need some hilarity, this guy is funny as heck. Very funny.
You know, earlier when you was showing the picture of an alien, you said you want to see. You know, I had put on the chat you know, the Boyd Bushman picture. You seen that?
Boyd Bushman?
Yeah, he used to
Mm,
work. He used to work. He was an engineer at Lockheed one time. You know,
okay.
and he had a photo he had showed on national television. He said that someone he knew, an associate of his, um had worked for the government, had took a picture and I guess kept it of an extraterrestrial that they were interrogating or was uh that was held captive by the government.
Okay.
And he was, you know, this guy, the reason why he showed the photo because he was dying. He was
Uh-huh.
old, you know, so I guess it's a death
Oh,
confession.
I've seen that. The alien has like dark around its eyes. It's kind of little and he's holding it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, the photo just shows the picture of the alien's face, the head, you know, and the eyes are really round and black.
Right.
And he says that, you know, well, when it's someone, the one who took the picture said that when the extraterrestrial was laying on a bed and it was dying and it died, that the spirit comes out of it and hovers over the body for like a few days,
Mm-hmm.
like a light. I guess that's the spirit. It hovers over the body for like about 4 days and 4 nights or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And and when they talk, they don't speak through their mouth. They speak telepathically. And like if you ask them something, for example, they make, instead of answering you, they make you say the answer that they're giving, you know? So like you ask them a question, like, you know, how far is your planet? And they'll make you say the answer, you know,
Mm-hmm.
through your mouth,
Okay.
even though it's coming from their mind. Yeah, that's how they communicate.
Interesting.
Um,
But yeah, I just took that guy off that crazy guy with the Bigfoot. I can't remember his name, but he did one. He's unwrapping one of the pieces of the Bigfoot, and he sees a note in there from his dad. His dad's passed away now, and it says, "Now make sure you don't eat this. It's poison." He goes, "Of course I'm going to eat it." he's, he's hilarious. But you need a laugh. This guy is just stitches. So yeah, and you know you gotta laugh. You have to laugh these days because um,
yeah, yeah,
it
you have
gets
to.
so serious. Now here's something you might have seen this, Mr. Harris, in the chat. It's from like 100-year-old film from Japan. It shows this big guy, right? And he's obviously twice as tall as the people around him. And it shows him marching down the street, and there's a horse in front of him, and the horse is like really small. He dwarfs everything. But look at his anatomy. Look at his neck. Okay, so apparently there was a race of giants in Japan. They called them the Anakim. It was a tribe of giants, and the name Anakim means long neck, and this guy does have a long neck. Okay, so he might be, you know, the genetic throwback to that ancient tribe of giants. And now his hands, hands are bigger than a human's hands, but they're not as proportionately as big. They should be more like this, you know. Uh, so his arms are a little stumpy. You know, our arms go down to like the middle of our thigh. His arm would, you know, only go to his hip. So he's got very strange proportions. it's not like they just took a guy and photoshopped him, you know, against a green screen to make him look bigger. He actually has a completely different kind of a body. So, so I find this easy to believe that this is real. What do you think, Mr. Harris?
It's possible. I mean, unless they built some kind of life size, some giant statue or dummy or something.
No, he's moving in the video. He's moving in fact, there is a video. Let me see if I
Oh, all right.
let me see if I can find the video. I think I did set it aside. Let me see. Okay, that's that. Well, where the heck is it? I got too many things open on my desktop, that's why. Okay, here it is. Giant from Japan. All right. Here it is, right here. All right, so let's go. So here's the film. This is a 100-year-old film. There he is, from several different angles. There he is walking.
Okay, he is real. Wow.
A man on a horse in front of him, See how his arms only go down to his waist, to his hips?
Yeah.
Our arms go down to your middle of your thigh. He couldn't put his hands in his pockets if he had pockets. Well, I guess he doesn't have pockets. He doesn't have to worry. But look at that guy.
I'm surprised they didn't find these videos and destroy them,
Right. Now, some people are claiming this is from a movie. They made some movie about this, and it's all fake. Well,
so
but where's the movie? So where's the movie?
Yeah. I don't think they had the technology to make some suit like that a long time ago, like this.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And there's actually quite a bit of footage of him. I mean, there's a picture of him laying down. I think they show that in here. And he's like looking in the window, and people are walking around inside the window. And he's a giant. I mean, you win every wrestling match, right? There he is. Check that out. It's a peeping giant. Look at that. Wow. Imagine how much food he would have to eat.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Eat a cow a day or something.
Yeah. Pay him to be your bodyguard.
But yeah, this is George Hillick. So go subscribe to him. So 4 meters high, yeah. 13 feet. So there you go. I think there's no more footage after that. Let's see. Yeah, it's just all words. Yeah. So that's that. It's pretty interesting. You've never seen that before?
No, I've never seen that. Oh, it looks a little familiar, like I might have seen it before, but I forgot about it. So I may have seen it a while back, but now that I see it now, I truly understand what it is.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
And
now I see the whole film and see, yeah.
There's all kinds of old pictures too that show people twice as tall as normal people. Like, I think I showed on a previous show a couple big guys wearing big top hats, and there's two small people in front of them, but normal size, but they're just giant people. Yeah. I don't know why people don't think that there were giants when there's ample evidence. We've got photos of them. We've got movies that movie exists, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I think just about everything's probably real, right?
Yeah.
And people say, oh, Bigfoot, if there were really Bigfoots, we'd find their bodies. Well, have you ever been into the woods? Have you ever seen a bear's body, like a dead bear?
No, I
Never.
see no bodies, no bodies.
No, no. But there are animals living there, right? So
Yeah,
just because you don't see the skeleton of a Bigfoot doesn't mean that they're not there.
they just say that just so to try to make people believe there's no such thing. But any animal when they die in the woods, or if it's a wild animal, you don't see the body because it decomposes so fast, and then you have other scavengers that take the rest of it away.
Yep.
Within a matter of like a, a week, it's gone. A few days,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Yeah.
not like if a human dies in the street or something, it's going to take a while, But you know, out there you have insects that take away the body and it
Yeah.
decomposes, and you got all these other wildlife that come around and take pieces of it. So by the time it's gone, you don't see anything. And you're not gonna find the bones because the scavengers take the bones with them too.
That's right.
And who knows, these Sasquatch and other cryptids like that, they could bury their own, They could
Of course.
they might have the intelligence to bury their own, the dog men, all of them.
Yeah. That could very, very well be. Yeah. Um, I want to show you this picture of a recent alien encounter. Now, they obviously didn't have a camera, but someone has some drawing talent and they documented it. And let's take a look at this, shall we? What do you think about that? Yeah, we're not staying. We're just not allowed to smoke on the ship. Yeah.
uh I wonder, do these extraterrestrials, do they smoke on that planet? I,
Yeah.
want, I wonder if other planets with extraterrestrials, do they have the things we have? Do they have liquor stores? And, do they have, do they smoke weed? Do they have other drugs there? Or
I-
is it like this planet? They have supermarkets, you know, they have
yeah.
stores.
Well, one of the observations that Bernie Mendez made that the aliens made was they were so curious why we had to advertise so much. Why do people advertise nonstop? They didn't understand that. There's a lot of things about us they don't understand. I don't think their society is anything like our society, not at all. They probably don't smoke. I wouldn't think that they would. Um, yeah, I don't think that they would.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they have any of the bad habits we have.
Maybe not. Now I do know that elephants. I saw some show. They showed these elephants. So once a month, these elephants go up on this hill where there's all these apple trees, and they don't eat the fresh apples out of the trees. They eat the rotten apples on the ground because they're fermented and they get stumbling down drunk. Once a month, they go up there and do that.
Hmm.
So now, if the aliens are in flesh bodies, then they might have, you know, um, urges to do flesh things, like smoking or other kind of things. But if they're inhabiting like robot bodies or doll bodies, they wouldn't have those kind of, bodily needs or whatever, right?
Yeah, true.
Uh,
Yeah. Hey, did you ever maybe you should try to type in the Boyd Bushman alien photo, alien picture, and you can see what I mean.
Boyd Bushman.
Yeah, you could type in Boyd Bushman alien picture. I mean, I'm just guessing it should come up if you do that. I'm not sure how you spell the last name, but I
I
assume it's
got it. Yeah, Google or DuckDuckGo does pretty good.
yeah, yeah. They're a little better.
Oh
Duck, duck,
yeah,
go,
yeah, I've seen that. Now,
go.
okay,
You see it? Oh,
I'll do a screenshot of
oh,
this. I'll do a screenshot of this because there's a bunch of them here, and it
oh.
shows the guy. Yeah, this is the one I remember too. Um, So now I had to open it up. To open it up here. Yeah. As soon as I get it up, I'll wait for it to cycle through here. Well, maybe I could just. Well, I already took a picture. It's not showing up. Well, maybe I could just. Here's what I'll do. I'll just separate this and make it its own little window. Hit images and then show you that whole thing. I don't have to worry about opening up the picture. This will be much more interesting anyway. All right. There's always multiple ways of doing things, right? All right. Is it up here? Yep. That should be it. Now tell me if this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now, someone came out after this. See, okay, that's because thumb is on it. But that's a photograph. Now, someone came out and showed, and some of these pictures I think are of a doll that you can buy like this. Now I don't know.
Not all of these are real. I'm looking at it now, and I remember the only one I remember that's real is the one that your arrow's on right now.
Oh, this kind of fuzzy one.
Yeah, that's the other ones look fake, and I don't remember seeing those. But I remember the actual
Yeah, that's
show. Yeah, that's the picture right there that you had your arrow on.
Yeah,
that's that one.
These ones
Yeah,
here.
that one. Yeah, that one there. That's real.
All these ones because he's showing fingers. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, all of those are real.
All right. So there must be some of these. Maybe they came on the market after this picture came out, or
probably yes.
Or maybe this guy was fooled. Maybe he was shown this and he was fooled. That could be too.
Well, he said he got these pictures from a associate that used to work for you know the government, and
sure,
a friend of his. I mean, know for sure.
Right.
You're not 100% sure. Yeah, who knows? You don't know.
Right.
It's possible it's real.
Yeah. That looks like a foot. Weird. That's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does kind of look real there, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, this gentleman was pretty old when he did this too. Yeah, it looks pretty real here, doesn't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did they show how many fingers it had?
No, but I remember him saying that it has 5 fingers and 5 toes like we have.
Yeah, this is one of his feet, I think. Yeah, 5 toes. Yes. Yeah. I know when my kids were born, I was counting the fingers. Oh, good, 5. What a relief that was. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah, that's the Boyd Bush.
Yeah, there's the hand right there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. They look very straight. Very straight. Wild stuff. Yep, I remember that interview. Yeah, here's the doll of it, I think. So you can buy the doll. Here's a real alien autopsy. That's real. Don't let people tell you it's not. They want you to think that it's not. That way their secret's still kept. This to me looks fake. This one right here. This in this tube here, it just looks fake to me. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah. I think those are all those photos there. Yeah.
you know, there's always a few other ones that sneak in, you know, like this one. And yeah, there you go. That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. I haven't really shown that one yet. So thanks.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do we got here? Um, there was this one. I think it's in Russia. It was in Russia a few years ago. I think many years ago now. But it was in the snow, and it was like one of his arms was bitten off, and his other hand was bitten off, and his leg, like animals got to it. But I always thought this was pretty real. But when they supposedly debunked it, some people came forward and said, "Oh yeah, that's just something we made that out of chicken skin." Well, I don't know if you could make this out of chicken skin. Look at that. I don't know. Chicken skin? It
Mm.
looks pretty structured like a body, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
would be kind of hard to make out of chicken skin, but
yeah, they covered it with chicken skin, is what they said.
oh,
They made
covered it.
they made it out of something and covered it with chicken skin. Well,
It's
I,
possible. Maybe.
yeah, I guess,
Possible.
but it just I don't know. It feels real to me. Now, there's another picture here that I always thought was real, but I found out, and maybe this is just the deep state trying to keep their secrets by putting disinfo out there. But this was actually from a movie. But I always thought this was real. This looks so real, doesn't it?
Mm.
But apparently it was from a movie.
Sometimes they'll say that, or
Yeah, right,
it's fake when they know it's real. To say, oh, it's just a plastic, or it's from a movie, or this is not real.
right.
Because it's already out there. So what
Yeah,
else can they say?
exactly. Yeah, that does look very curious, doesn't it? You ever seen this one?
Never seen this one, no,
No?
but it could be real. I guess this is supposed to be like an alien that died in a UFO crash or something and got
Could
burned
be.
or something.
Looks like there's another
Crash.
burned body back here too. Some kind of burned body back here and place to store them. Yeah, it looks official, but then, you know, I guess someone said, oh, it's from a movie. But I mean, look at this leg. This leg looks like a real leg. I mean, looks almost human, doesn't it? The face is definitely not human. But if it's a fake, it's a very convincing looking fake, don't you think?
Yeah. Yep.
And if it is real, I feel very sorry for that poor fella or poor gal or poor being that is no longer with us. Also, I heard they stink really bad, so I don't think he could be sitting above it there like that, um, unless he had some kind of breathing apparatus on, because it probably would stink to high heaven, don't you think?
Yeah. And then also, I mean, unless they studied it already and stuff, but why would you get that close to it without any protection on? You don't know what contamination thing might have?
Right? He might reach up and grab you or something, like a horror movie.
Yeah, it could let off some sort of radiation or just something could
Sure.
could could get on you. He don't look like he has um anything protecting him, any gear on or gloves or mask or suit.
Uh-huh.
He looks vulnerable.
Oh, Mud Rabbit says it looks fake, not a real uniform, and the guy's demeanor is all wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't really look so serious in the face.
Yeah, he should be wearing a hazmat suit. That's right, Austin Morris. Welcome, Austin. So there, yeah, this one always I thought was real, but then eventually I kind of said, no, it's probably not real. So, still an interesting picture. Whoever, if it is fake, whoever made it is brilliant. They did a really good job on the face. Really good job. I mean, it looks convincing. I guess the only thing it doesn't is like right around his elbow there. It looks like that spray foam stuff, that gap filling foam that you can buy.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I can
Peggy
see
Dancer.
right there. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see this.
What's on the back table? Yeah, it's like another being, another French fried alien, deep fried. They're deep frying him now. Who knows?
Hmm.
Hey, Lars Borland says aliens supposedly have retroviruses, deadly if not protected against them. I heard that there's nothing we can catch from them, but they can catch stuff from us. That's why they don't stay long. Hey, Corbin. Corbin must be in the house. I see someone saying hi to him.
You say you heard that's why they don't stay long?
Yeah, they don't stay here long. There's so many bugs and so many diseases, and just long enough to, you know, have a smoke of their space cigarettes, and then they take off, right?
Hmm.
So that was one I always thought was real, but you know, I don't think it's real anymore. It's too much, but there is still a slight possibility that could be. Who knows, right?
It's always a possibility it might be,
That's why we
you
want
know.
full disclosure, so we can find out for sure about all this stuff. Even even things like that are like that you're like, oh, is it or isn't it? Be nice to know, you know. That's
And that
why,
I don't think they're ever going to give us full disclosure.
well, but full disclosure going to happen through us, through the people, you know. Um, I want to, let's see.
You know, there's a story, a case that I don't know if you ever heard of this. It happened in 1868. Um, it's in Michigan. There was a man named what was his name? Henry Flynn, right? He had a little daughter and a wife. His daughter name was Katie Flynn. And one day he was going out, he got on his horse and he was going to, do his work or whatever he's going to do. And then his daughter asked, can she ride with him? And he said, all right. So he rode about 200 feet or whatever, just to the edge of the house or whatever, some feet up with some brush and woods out there. And then he let her go. He said, okay, now go back on home. I'll go play for a little bit. I got to go to work, right? And do whatever he had to do. So she went and she started playing in the dirt. Then when he came back home, he went to his house. He asked his wife, "Where's the daughter?" And then she said, I thought she was with you." And he said, "No, I told her to go back to the house." She said, "Oh, she never came back." So they went out looking for her. It was about nighttime that time, and they been calling her name. They didn't see her. They couldn't find her. They went through the woods. They ran across two men who was like searching the woods, looking. They was going around the area looking for some property or something, and they told the men what they was doing. So the men said they volunteered to help them in the search for the girl. So as they were walking, they kept calling her name, they didn't hear nothing. Then they get to like where a river was, a little creek or something, and they call her name. Then finally, the father heard her voice, and then she called back to him. So they all walked to where it was close to the lake, the river, and then they seen her, and then they seen something in a tree jump down and go into the water and swim away. They couldn't tell what it was, but they saw it was animal like. So when they got to the little girl, they asked her, "Are you all right?" The father said, "You all right?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm okay. Um, I'm all right. Where were you?" "I was playing in the dirt, but then I this big dog came and saw me and was playing with me, and then we walked together and he was holding my hand and we got into the woods, and then it got cold and I wanted to lay down and the dog covered me so to keep me warm, and then he left and he came back with some berries and he gave it to me. He had some berries in his hand and he gave it to me and I ate it. So that was what they must have saw swim in the creek in the water. So then when the little girl got back home, she noticed that the mother noticed that the little girl only had one shoe on, and she asked the girl, well, "What happened to your other shoe?" And she said, "Oh, the big dog ate it." Now this story happened in 1868. A long time ago, a long time ago. So the thing about it that's so puzzling about the story is that, little children at that age, I believe she was around 2, maybe no older than 4.
Yeah.
Um, she was saying, they don't lie at their age,
Right.
they give you a description of what they actually see. Now
Hmm.
she doesn't really know maybe what she saw, but she can only explain from what she knows. Now she said it was a big dog, but the behavior is not like how a dog acts. You know, a
Hmm.
dog doesn't lay down and put his arm over a child to keep it warm. It doesn't tell the little child, "I'll be right back," and go get some berries and hand it to her in her hand. It doesn't walk with her hand in hand. It just didn't act like what a dog would act like. So I'm believing that that story is true, but what she saw was a dog man.
Oh, could be.
One of
Yeah.
those cryptids. Yeah, it's a true
Interesting.
story. All right,
Interesting.
so a dog man.
Wow. Dog man. Wow. Well, I think the dog man should join us and stand up to the lockdowns, don't you think?
Yeah, dog man should stand up and help us against this fight against the deep state.
Yeah. We get Mothman and the dog man and a skunk ape and Sasquatch all together.
Yeah, we get out there and protest, right?
Hey, all Sasquatch football team would probably do pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't play against them.
No, I wouldn't either.
All bets are on that team, though.
Yeah, they'd probably have to play against robots, the only ones that would play against them. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mud Rabbit, for putting my P.O. box. Yeah, P.O. Box 711, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, 54235. There it is. 711. How do you like that? They had a bunch of numbers I chose from that could have had for my P.O. box. And it was down to 2, 711 and 411. I thought, oh man, oh, they're both good. But I took the 711. Took the 711. So there's the stand up to the lockdown. Now, behind that, the words there is one of my mirror images. And I got some more of those to show you. See if you like these. Mirror images. So here's one I haven't shown on here before. Find it. There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one's pretty cool. And this was made from one picture of Jupiter, which I duplicated, reversed one of them, half-toned it, and moved it until it made this image. It looks like the dog man up here. A little dog man head. He's wearing some kind of cape.
Looks like something Michelangelo painted.
Yeah, here's a head and his arms going up, maybe like a robot. Yeah, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all kinds of crazy patterns that you see. So let's see what the chat's saying over here.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people have encountered these throughout history, dogmen.
Mm-hmm.
They said that Saint Christopher was a dogman.
Really?
Yeah, if you see ancient paintings of Saint Christopher, he always had the head of a dog, but yet all the
Oh,
other saints
right.
had heads of men.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
And after a while, they changed it to a human head because people were asking questions. Why did he have a dog head? And then they was tired to answer it and they keep it on a hush. They started changing the head to a normal human looking head. But the old paintings that you see in, you know, during like the Renaissance era and stuff were
Uh-huh.
all of a dog head. St. Christopher had a dog head. You know, uh, there were stories of Alexander the Great fought some of those dog men and captured like one or two of them. You
Yeah.
know, a couple of them or whatever. And then Marco Polo saw them during his journeys. The Greek writers Ctesias and Herodotus, they saw some in India and Africa. They lived up in the mountains,
Yeah.
and they couldn't talk. They just had covered with fur, and they walked upright. They were bipedal dog men, and they had the heads of dogs, but they had clothes on, some of them,
Huh.
and they used to make dye colors, and they used to wear linen cloths, and they used to trade with the kings and stuff for like gold, for like certain weapons and stuff like that,
Okay.
and the dyes that they make, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they used to cook their food. Sometimes they would eat it raw, but they couldn't talk. They only barked and yelped, like dogs do.
Wow.
So
That's
I'm believing that these sightings that they see, these dogmen, are ancestors of these creatures, or
could
like
be.
related to them.
Could be. Now, didn't I see somewhere that now sculptures of Moses, he has horns on his head?
I haven't seen that.
I think it's a Mandela effect.
There could be.
Maybe I'll look that up. I think it was Moses.
You
Moses with
know,
horns.
um, when they used to write about those creatures, you know, whether they caught some of them, like I said, in battle, or a few of them they might have, caught and enslaved them. I'm pretty sure that during the gladiator battles, they had some of them that they captured and made some of the gladiator soldiers fight these creatures.
Hmm.
So that will be horrible.
Yeah, all of the Moses statues now have horns on them. Like he has horns on his head, growing out of his
Mm.
head. Here, I'll show you that. It's very disturbing. Yeah, that darn Mandela effect. It's pretty strange. So here we go. Look at this. See,
Mm.
he has horns coming out of his head. Well, if he has horns coming out of his head, I mean, doesn't seem very holy to me, right? Maybe he was on the other side, shall we say. Look at this. He's got in every single. Now, I don't know. Has it always been like that? I mean,
That's what I was just about to ask. Was it
I
always like this, or this is some new like sculptings and stuff of him and thing?
I don't know. But look at this one, like a ram's horn. So they always
Yeah, that could be a way of the Illuminati trying to tell us through signs and symbols this is the truth. This is what he really looked like. Perhaps you never know.
or the Satanist trying to make it into a Satanist thing.
Could be either that too.
Yeah, yeah.
You
He's
know,
got, he's got
you don't
horns.
know.
Let me check the chat and see if anyone in the chat knows about this. The horns are allegedly a mistranslation. Okay, a mistranslation. Yeah, he had horns. Isn't that weird? Now, I don't remember ever hearing that. I mean, it's kind of an important thing to mention. Well, by the way, this guy had horns. You know,
Yeah,
I
that
bet
that.
I bet his friends were always like hanging their hats on his horns.
Mm, mm.
Uh,
But yeah, now when I type in, sometimes if I type in, like I said, Saint Christopher Sometimes he'll have a dog head. Sometimes he have a human head. But
Yeah.
it's strange. Why would they paint him with a dog head and not comment on why his head is like a dog, like it was normal for back then? It's like everyone knew.
Yeah. It's kind of like Moses with horns. It's the same kind of a thing. It's weird. You know, the guy had a dog head, huh? Yeah. And I remember when
And they
I,
say Saint Christopher was a real person. They say he was the one that uh carried Christ through the water when he was a baby or something like that.
Mhm.
I knew Christ knew him, but I forget the situation. But yeah, he Saint Christopher has a dog head, or had one until if they changed it.
Dog head. I just put it in here and let's see.
And
So,
now the depictions that you see of him with a human head,
yeah, they all have a human head now. Oh,
yeah,
here it is, the dog head.
you
Was
see
that
one?
was that like a mistranslation too, maybe? Or
Oh yeah, I see right there down in the corner with the dog head.
here's another one.
Yeah,
Another one looks like a reptilian head. This one is. Check that out. In this one,
yeah, that's a
looks
dog
like a
head.
reptilian here.
No, that's a dog headed man. I remember that one. That's
Oh,
supposed to be him too.
dog-headed. Yeah, dog-headed. Yeah. Wow. That's freaky.
But now, as you can see, they're trying to get rid of all the images with him with the dog head because there were a lot before, and they want to cover that up. Just
Wow.
like Anubis from Egypt, the Egyptian god Anubis had a
Yeah.
dog head also.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild, huh? All this
Yeah,
symbolism.
and just like you were saying with horns and a ram's horns and stuff like that, um, or gold horns or whatever it is, you have creatures like Baphomet, who was like a demonic entity that the
Yeah.
Illuminati's they worship them, Illuminati and
Yeah.
Baphomet. Along with other ones, Baphomet is like a goat devil.
Yeah.
That's why I heard a saying before. They said that you should never call a little boy or little girl or child or any person, you should never call them kid, like the word kid, like hey kid. They
Why?
say I heard this before. They say because a kid is a baby goat, and every time you refer to a little boy, a little girl, or any person as a kid, you're giving power to the goat devil Baphomet over that person, over that
Uh,
child.
really?
Yes, I did hear that before about some people that made a video that they took down who was against the Illuminati that studied the occult.
Oh,
Because they big, the Illuminati are big into the occult and numerology.
oh yeah. They sure are. Yep.
Numerology is a big thing with them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is another one painting. Oh, this is a real image from
This is
space.
this is a mirror image I made from a nebula in space. A one picture of a nebula. And I did the same thing. I duplicated the image, reversed it, and then half toned it, and then slid it back and forth completely even. And you get these symmetrical patterns, and you get faces and all kinds of. And from anything, even pictures of clouds. This is a nebula, so space pictures. I love using Jupiter because Jupiter has so many organic looking shapes in it. And you get very organic looking things. So this is space. So it works with any kind of photograph, really. Any kind of photograph. But just some
Oh,
things you can tell what they were a little more than others.
mm,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Sometimes by turning it, you can get a much different images. Oh, look, this looks like a little blue-headed alien right here, smiling, laughing. He's laughing at one of my dad jokes, I bet. For sure. Yeah, he seems to be sitting like in a lotus position. Like he's got his hands here. He's got his legs crossed. Right? Isn't that interesting how that works?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Let me see what the chat's saying. Oh, okay, get rid of that. All right. Oh, Mud Rabbit likes that one. Abby likes it too. Jupiters and nebulas, yes. I did one, there's a beautiful old tree here, old oak tree. I took a picture of it and I did the same thing with that, and it came up with a very beautiful image. I don't know if I have it on this computer though, but I guess I can find out. Mirror. Wow. The dog-headed Saint Christopher. I'd never heard that. That's interesting. And you know, same thing with that Moses with the horns. It's not just one or two. It's like every single image of him has horns. Someone in the chat said it was from a misinterpretation of the, and that probably could be, I suppose, you know?
Could be. It's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. Here's another nebula. And here's another one of the moon. I'm getting these all set up here so I can go into like a rapid some kind of a rapid picture imaging thing here. All right. I think that's enough. That's enough, I think.
Yeah, that really looks cool. I like that.
That one? Let me see if I can get another one up here. Now this one I made from just up, the moon was out one night and it was kind of shining on the clouds. So maybe you can get an idea how I do these by looking at this. So by reversing it and half-toning it, and I lined the moon up so it went on top of itself. So it's, instead of being two moons, it's just one moon. But it makes a symmetrical pattern. And look how beautiful that is. I love that.
Yeah.
Let me crank up the color a bit. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You like it better with the color like that?
Yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool.
Brighter?
Yeah. Well, a shade darker like you had it.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it like that. That's the way Mr. Harris likes it. That's the way it's going to stay. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's just from the moon and clouds.
Wow.
Same type of technique. Something I stumbled upon one day, just accidentally. Just kind of discovered it. And I've been having fun with it. Spent a lot of time making these things because you can make like hundreds of images from just one image. So you can go nuts just making all these images from one image. It's kind of weird. It's kind of bizarre.
It is. You know, I never tried that before and I want to try that now.
Uh-oh. Now it'd be more than just me doing it. Um, I think this one, I don't think I've shown this one yet. You tell me, does this look familiar? I think this is a new one.
I
Yeah,
don't think we didn't see this one. I don't think, did we?
nope, nope.
No.
No, I don't think we did. It's another nebula out in space. Look at that thing. And again, if we turn it, you get another whole nother perspective on it.
Each way, like the way you had it before and this way, it, on both sides, at the top, it looks like a face. You see,
Okay.
like at the very top with the right there,
Two
right
eyes,
there look like two eyes, you see? Yeah.
smile, little nose.
And if when you switch it around the other way, yeah, looks like something from yeah, right here you see up there the two eyes with the green on the green,
Two eyes, nose. Oh yeah, he's mean looking.
or up a little higher with the green, right there.
Oh,
The two eyes, see the two dots? That's the eyes, the mouth a little lower right there, the mouth right
okay.
there.
All
Looks
right.
like it looks like something from like Voltron or Transformers,
Yeah.
like some sort of entity, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, this looks like a spaceship going down, like some kind of, oops, spaceship. I guess I could do that. Yeah.
So I guess I wonder if if you could contact some entity that might be some cosmic entity in space, and you could talk to them and find out, hey, maybe you could grant me some superhuman power, Um, I got you, if you got something to spare and they make me superhuman, and I could save the planet.
Maybe.
Then after that I might get corrupted. All
Yeah.
that power.
Yeah, but and then the beings that gave you that power would be karmically tied to any damage that you did. So that they probably wouldn't do that because of something that might happen, right?
Oh, in other words, if they gave me the power and I do something wrong with it, they'll be responsible.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like cosmic law or something. Oh, and down here, look at down here. It looks like a round, like a UFO, like a round ball with lights around it. That's interesting too. Yeah. You can look at
And this
these things all day.
Yeah, this is you can see if you look at this long enough, you'll see a whole bunch of things in it.
Oh yeah. That's what's fun about it.
Yeah, that's what's fun. You always will spot something and make something out of it. And
Hmm.
then, someone could tell you, say if you see a face like we just saw, and someone tell you, oh, that's not what it is. I'm like, yes, it is, because it's in my mind. That's what I see.
Hmm.
And so yeah, it's whatever you see, that's what it is. They say that we're like human beings, we're third density, you know.
Hmm.
So I think it goes up to seven density or something, but with third density,
Yeah.
you know, um, animals and, well, there's first density, second, up all the way up to seventh density. Um, Insects, animals, and stuff like that, and there's second density with third density. Then you have first density, which is things like the elements, like fire, or earth, water,
Hmm.
electricity, wind. They're not really alive, but that's a density. Then we're third density. So after this we could go up to fourth density. We'll be able to do things that some extraterrestrials could do. Imagine what seventh density is, if that's the highest. I believe so. I might be mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I
Uh,
see a face right there already.
there you
Look
go.
like it has a look like it has a crown on its head.
Yeah, it does,
See what
doesn't
my
it?
what you see right there?
Insect boy, insect head boy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see
And
the
he's got a
insect face. You see the
utility
eyes?
belt. His utility belt uses his arms. Yeah.
You see the face right there, the two eyes on the side?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the
And
nose.
look, move up a little higher. That's the crown on the
Yeah.
head or
Oh
something.
yeah, I see that. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Electricity insect bug.
This is a really pretty picture. I like blue lights, or a kind of something kind of cool about blue lights. In fact, my lighting here in my studio is blue lights. you know, because of the blue lights in my my spaceship. So yeah, I like blue lights. Blue lights rock. All right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. Here's one that's kind of cool, made from Jupiter, from a close-up picture of the surface of Jupiter.
Okay. So the one you had right before that, what was that of?
It was a nebula in space.
Nebula. All right. Nebula.
Yeah. And most of these pictures are all NASA pictures, so they're public domain. Most of them are public domain, so you can use them. So there you go. This has kind of a little sloth head here, you know, he looks like a little sloth guy. He's got his arms crossed. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I might be. I think I see that.
See if there's anything this way. But all that's all the colors from the surface of Jupiter. Isn't that wild?
So, like the last photo, the blue one, like if
Yeah.
I wanted to go online and see that, I just type in the nebula.
Yeah, well, what I would do is I pulled most of these from the NASA website in this public domain. I can't remember that blue one where I got that one from specifically. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. I just see something that's interesting and I make something and I forget about it. So I don't know. Wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Don't know. So it's a mystery. Oh, here's some aliens that I saw today. I've never seen this picture before. So what do you think of this picture?
Okay.
Are we seeing it yet? Let me think. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah. It looks like there's two aliens or two kids in alien suits being escorted by an adult or a taller person. But I don't know, the way these are kind of stretched, it looks kind of fake right here. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what's fake and what's real. I mean, I could say it's fake and it really might be real.
Right, exactly. It's
And it
curious.
might, I might say it's fake and it's real. And it might be, I'll say it could be possible.
Well, look, his hands here. He's got long fingers.
It looks like you see how he got his arms crossed. It looks, and he got something over his, I don't know if that's a shirt or a shirt over him, like he's cold.
Yeah.
Like he's holding his arms together.
Well, maybe they're trick or treating and they're kind of staying warm.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
too. That's a
So
pretty
if that,
elaborate trick or treat costume.
yeah, that's a good way to walk them around town on Halloween. Like you don't need a costume on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I like those costumes. Thanks. If only you knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at these fingers, man. That's pretty long. Long fingers. So it's an interesting picture. I don't know, what to think about it, but it's just, oh, Mud Rabbit's seen that one. Okay. Hitler and the aliens, the film with Hitler and the aliens. Do you think that was real? Or I mean, like a movie that was made about it. Looks kind of real, Dark Brain says. Yeah. Yeah, I just saw that one today. I'd never seen it before either. I did a DuckDuckGo search, real aliens. And this is one of the ones that came up. Had to scroll down pretty far to find it. Yeah, pretty elaborate masks if it's fake. Yeah. What's weird is it looks like you can almost see ribs on the one.
On the one in the back, right?
Yeah. Are those
Yeah.
ribs, or is that just some kind of the way his outfit is, or
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Yeah, they're probably very hungry. That's where they're going out trick or treating, so they can get something to eat, right? I don't know.
Guess he's showing them around. They bringing them somewhere. Probably all trick or treating.
Yeah. Yeah, we came to your planet on Halloween because we wanted to see, check out your candy. Can you take us trick or treating with you? Sure, come on, let's go. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd help them out, huh? Crazy, crazy, man, crazy. That's what Abby said. Right, I'm with you, Abby. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, they're just aliens are people too, right?
Yeah.
They're just a little bit different. A little bit different. So there you go. So that's that. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I want to. I don't know if Sandy Sue is in the chat room today, but I want to thank her again for getting this image of me as Elvis, done by that artist from Poland. I took it and I cropped it, and I put a little logo on there. So thank you again, Sandy Sue. This is how it's going to look. I'm going to post this on my Facebook page. I have an Elvis Lives show by Aaron Moriarty Facebook page. So I'm going to put that up there pretty soon. There you go. There you have it. So what else is new with you? What's the weather like where you're at?
Getting cold. It's changing. I hate this time of the year. I only like the warm weather. I like summer.
Yeah.
I want to move to Arizona where it stays warm and hot all year. Hot.
I was born there.
Yeah.
Phoenix, Arizona, yeah. 6 months later, my folks moved back to Minnesota. So that was the end of that.
So since you moved back to Minnesota, have you ever been to Arizona back lately or in your adult years?
Actually, we did go to Arizona a few times when I was a kid. That was the only place we ever went for vacation. We didn't go on vacation very often. Only went a few times. And my dad always had to drive. So driving from Minnesota to Arizona is a long drive. That's a long drive. Yeah.
But it gets cool at night.
Oh,
And
in
in the
Arizona,
daytime. Yeah. But in the daytime it's hot all year round.
yeah. It's a dry heat though. Camelback Mountain and all those places. Oh, I remember there was a billboard. This is probably not there. I was like 12 or 13 when I went. It said it was a billboard in Phoenix for a restaurant called Durant's. And it said in really big type, Durant's is the finest restaurant in Phoenix. Signed, Jack Durant. I thought that was great. So funny. Yeah, we had fun going down there, but it was a long drive down there. And I remember I was 15 one of the times we went, and I had my driver's permit. And, I was asking my dad, hey, Dad, can I drive? And we're leaving Minnesota for Arizona, so it's a long drive. And I asked him pretty early on. He goes, no, it's raining. After it stopped raining, I said, well, can I go now? It's too sunny. Too sunny. We get down to Arizona. And I said, Dad, can I drive now? Okay. So he pulls over. I get in the driver's seat. I'm not kidding you. I go like 2 blocks and he's freaking out. He's one of these kind of guys that cannot be a passenger. He has to always be the captain. And so that was the end of it. 2 or 3 blocks is all I got to drive in Arizona. But he was a good driver. So, yeah. He was a very good driver. I mean, one time, because you had to go through a mountainous area, up Flagstaff, near Flagstaff, and there's like ice and snow on the roads. There's cars slipping off into the ditch and semis in the ditch and cars everywhere in the ditch, and we're just plowing right through. Vroom. My dad at the helm, just never a worry. He was a really good driver, so that was good.
Oh.
All right. Well,
But I wish that it like I know you have the time machine. If you I always want to go back to the 90s and go to some of the concerts I went to.
oh yeah, my time machine only goes forward though, so can't go backward.
Okay, so I can't do that.
Skinny Bob, real alien shirt. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I went shopping to Walmart with this shirt on today, and to the pizza place. Hi to everyone at Papa Murphy's Pizza in Sturgeon Bay. Great pizza. There's two reasons that I'll never eat frozen pizza again. Two reasons. One of the reasons is because, Papa Murphy's pizza is so much better, right? And the other reason why I can't eat frozen pizzas anymore is because my teeth get so cold. Can't eat frozen pizza anymore. My teeth just get so cold. So there you go. Those are the two reasons I don't eat frozen pizza anymore. But yeah. Well, let me see if I got something else I wanted to show maybe. What was it? Oh. What the heck? Do you want to see my first car?
Yeah.
All right. It's a 1960 Rambler. And so here it is. It's a Polaroid, so it's kind of blurry, but it had flames. I was going to paint, this is before I painted the lightning bolts back here. So back here I was painting lightning bolts. But inside it had dingle balls around the top, and fun fur, and it had a fully reclining bench seat, which was handy for the drive-in, although I never got to use it. And as you can see here, I had to use like a rim to stop with, because I think I had some problem with my parking brake or something. Push button transmission. I paid $40 for that car.
That's the rim right there in front of the left tire, right? The front left tire.
Yeah. That's the rim. And I found these really cool mags, but there was only two of them, so I stuck them on the back and I kept the hubcaps on the front. But I only rode that car for one summer. So for $40, I had a summer fun car, And here you can't see it very well. It's just kind of blurry. It's a mural of a cop car chasing this car. And I had a cop come up to me once. I was parked in this parking lot where a lot of guys would park their cars and talk. And so this cop comes up there and he goes, "Yeah, I like this little mural you got here. Except you got something wrong." I said, "Oh yeah, what's that?" And he goes, "My car would be ahead of your car." I said, "Well, yeah, it would be." Because this car did not go very fast. Because when you stepped on the gas, when you put it all the way down, it didn't go any faster, but a big cloud of black smoke came out the back. So it's kind of nice. Yeah. Fun car. Push button transmission. The Ratmobile. That's what we called it, the Ratmobile. I think I spent as much money on spray cans as I did for the $40. So it's probably $80 altogether. into that thing, plus the mags, and the dingle balls, and the fun fur. But man, was it fun, you know? Dingle balls, not dinkle, dingle balls. There are those fuzzy little balls on a strip of cloth that you can like tack up along. And, you know, it was decorative, okay? Oh, Mud Rabbit saying goodnight. I think we're going to say goodnight too. Mr. Harris, I want to thank you for calling in. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you having me.
All right. Hopefully we'll talk to you next time too.
Okay, you have your show on the weekends or next week you're having on? Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I have a show on a weekend. If you know I run across something that I need to do a show on, or, you know, something comes up, then I'll do a show on the weekend. It could be any time, but usually it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekend. So last weekend I didn't do a show. I might do a show this weekend, but I don't know. So just keep an eye out. Oh, Peggy Dancer said, hi, Peggy Dancer. We had a Rambler, but the R's fell off, so we called it Mabel. Oh, that's cute. Children in that car. 12 children in that car.
All right.
Those were great little cars.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I was saying all right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Was the Rambler made by Chrysler? No. The Rambler was made by AMC, American Motors Corporation. Same company that made the Gremlin, the Pacer. I had a Pacer and a Gremlin too. But yeah, the Rambler was the first economy car. And it had the fold down seats. They called it the travel bed. So you could save money from the motel. You'd sleep in the car. And it was really comfortable. Oh, Operation Shutdown. Really enjoyed the show tonight. All right. Thank you. Great escape. I'm glad that you liked the show, Operation Shutdown. I appreciate that. And thank you, Mr. Harris, for coming in.
You're welcome. I want to ask you one last thing, Aaron. I forgot. Whatever happened with Andy Bisago? He was on taking a leave, hiatus.
Yeah, he's taking a little hiatus, and we're going to start the show back up again at some point in the future, but I don't know when. He's working on his 300 chapter book. He's got to edit his 300 chapter book.
That's why. All right. Oh, I figured it was something. All right.
Yeah, but he'll be on here as soon as I can get him on.
So he's not going to have his own show for a while, though, right?
Probably not. I don't know. Yeah,
because you can't find none of those episodes from his show any longer.
I know he asked me to take them off the air.
Oh,
so, you know, I had to because he asked me to. I don't want to, you know. So they might show up again at some point in the future. I might have to do some editing to them. We'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll have to talk to Andy about that. But thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Take care, Mr. Harris. Good night.
All right.
All right, friends. I want to thank each and every one of you. Yeah, Rambler could be American Motors. Yes, American Motors, which was the first auto company in America. The Nash company, which became AMC. And it was the first company. The only thing left from AMC is the Jeep, which Chrysler bought. That's why some people think Chrysler is AMC. Chrysler bought the AMC Jeep line. But so AMC is no longer, but they made really good cars. And the reason it had push button transmissions because that year also Chrysler products had push button transmissions, and they always used sometimes they'd use other car companies' engines and or transmissions. So that's why you find that. A Valiant, all right. Abby's parents had a Valiant, nice car. All right, people, thank you so much for coming by the Truth Quest, where we go beyond the range of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. This is Aaron Moriarty signing off. We'll see you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, possibly on the weekend. Take care God bless, and keep looking up in the skies for that picture that you're going to take of the UFO so you can come on and talk about it. Peace in.